monster.
Hey guys, Klunga here, and today I have a few replays for you guys, and just in heavies, just having some fun in heavies with Zeta Squad. Right now I'm just playing with one, it's Chris, and we are in Chieftains, and these are going to be in order of when we played them. No special order here, other than this was our first game, the next one was our second game, the next one was our third, our fourth, except not necessarily being our second, third, and fourth, but more like this is our first decent game, and then the next one was our second decent game. But yeah. So today we'll be playing in the Chieftain, the FE215B, the IS-4, and the 113. A bunch of tanks you probably don't see that often, even on this channel, except maybe the Chieftain, and the FE215B has made a few appearances. But the IS-4 and the 113 don't make many appearances on the channel. So hopefully you guys will be enjoying those. And a lot of people keep wondering, why do you keep changing clans? Why do you keep switching clans? I haven't been switching clans, I've been changing clan names. We've been memeing. It's what we do here in Zeta. We like to, when we had an event the day before or something memeing, not meaning, but M with an M. M as in M. Wow, that's tough to say. Mike, there you go. M as in Mike. We like to change our tag, should I say, to whatever we're memeing in. And in this case, it's IS-4. We were playing the IS-4 earlier, but we'll be pulling that out again, as I said. And we were talking about how good it actually is. I think we talked about it on stream, how good it actually was, and then we decided to play it off stream a little bit. And yeah, the IS-4, as bad as it is, it's also really good. Is that fair to say? And some of you, those of you who have played the IS-4 know exactly what that means. It's got like terrible gun handling, terrible rate of fire, terrible DPM, defeatable frontal hull armor. But at the same time, it's really good. It's the tank I would go to block damage. Like, if I needed a lot of damage blocked, that's the tank I would use. But hello there, Mr. 705. We ammo wrecked you, so you are probably down a repair kit. So we're going to be tracking this guy. I'm going to wait a little bit, and then put another one in. There you go. I gave him another second, and hopefully that's enough to keep him tracked. No, Chris misses the shot. How could you do this, Chris? His name's not actually Chris. Wait, what was his name again? I forget. But hello there, we put a shell in the sky. And this is just being in your element right now. This is where the Chieftain wants to be, using a ridgeline like this and no artillery digging you out. And you can have a seriously good time playing like this. Same with the Super Conqueror. The Super Conqueror could do the same exact thing, just not as quickly, but it would survive longer. But it would only be able to worry about what's in front of it, really. And once you start getting flanked, it's not quite fast enough to turn around and pay attention there. So we're going to be putting a shell hopefully into the side of this guy. Hello? No, we're unable to, but he's coming this way. We're going to load the premium rounds. It is a 279E. This is how I like to play against them. Get our armor around. He auto-locks us. He bounces. We auto-lock him. We pen, because we have his side. He had our front. And that's just how the world works. And now we got to get our gun down, so we have to turn sideways, because this tank does not have gun depression over the back. In fact, I think it's got +2 over the back. So your gun actually stays up a little bit. Now we got a tank on our right again, this guy. We're going to be changing attention instead to the E4. Kill him. No, we're unable to kill him. Hopefully Chris, somebody else. Yes, he goes down. Now we can change attention back to this guy. We still have a premium load. We do not need it anymore. We put it into his tracks. But right now I don't want to kill my DPM, so I'm going to keep the premium rounds loaded just for a little bit longer. And boom, he goes down. Not by us. And last but not least is this Death Star. And Chris is feeling healthy. Now he takes the hit. Hello, Death Star. And this, of course, was a couple weeks ago, so this was before the nerf to the Death Star. Doesn't really matter, though. We're going to put another shell in him. We've switched back to our APC, our standard APC. Put a shell in. Chris should finish him off, and that should be it. Yes, it is, and now all that's left is a tank destroyer and a light tank. We were unable to catch up to the light tank, so now all that's left is the Waffle Panzer 4. And we're going to be closing distance on him. We've loaded up our Hess shell, but something is going to happen here, and I want you guys to pay attention. We're going to be aiming a shell up on this guy. We're going to try to weave this past our light tank, and boom! Do you see where the shell went? Outside my circle. Well done, game. It goes straight into our light tank. And then the waffle weaves that one straight through our light tank, hits us. Yeah, it is what it is. But that's how the game works. Remember, the game's not broken in any way, but I'm just like, no, you're not getting away with that, you dumb tank destroyer. And he hit me when he's aiming at the light tank, and then the light tank blocks my shell. No, I'm taking that kill. Thank you very much. And we'll take that 6,700 combined and tuck it away for a nice day to post. Oh, that day is today. We're 4 minutes in, almost 5 minutes into this video. We're already done with a replay. Yeah, some of these are pretty quick. Pretty quick indeed. But yeah, we were going for the hard case, so that's why we were playing all these heavies right now. But there's a first class. Good way to start off the video. Oh, look at that. Chris had a great game as well. Fantastic, fantastic. Now we're jumping into the FE215B. And as you can see, our clan tag has changed again. We've changed it to Icebound. I figured, you know, if our clan tag is Icebound, we'll stop getting that map. Because Chris and I were both agreeing that that is one of the worst maps. That map, Nomenham, and Ardennes. My 3 least favorite maps. And he was saying his were Nomenham, Icebound, and I can't remember what his other one was, but I don't think it was Ardennes like mine was. but still, Nomenham and Icebound were in both of our lists. So what does that tell you about those maps? Well, it tells you a lot. People don't like them, and I've been talking to a lot of people about them in my YouTube chat and other Zeta members, and Nomenham seems to be the least favorite map in the game. And Icebound is a very, very close, at least in the top 3. And then Ardennes is kind of this mix. People either love it or they hate it. So, that's what I've been getting. So I think those are the 3 maps in this game that need some kind of either change or just be removed from the game, or be less popular at least, less common. Less common. Make Westfield common, make Lakeville common, you know, the classic map. Sand River is always a fun one. Al Haloof. There's a lot of good maps out there. But this is another one I really don't like. This is probably my 4th least favorite, you know, if I was going to make a list. I should make a list. I should rank all the maps. What do you guys say to that? You guys want me to make a map ranking system for my channel? I think that'd be pretty cool to do. And I'm curious too, because I've never really sat down and thought about it. I only have, you know, I've got my top 3, and I've got my top 3 favorites and my top 3 least favorites, right? I don't know where that shell went. Either went in front of him or went underneath him. But either way, he's now turned for us. And now this is going to be a tough one to crack. Because he's angled downward, his lower plate is going to be very difficult to penetrate. So we have to hit him in the cupola. And this is not during loaded dice, so we've got to be careful. 445, as you can see, we could only roll for 440 with loaded dice. So we have to roll decently to pen this guy. And he pens us. No, that was HE. Somebody hit us with HE. And there's a bounce. That was a heat shell, I think, from the other E5. So one E5 is shooting HE, one is shooting heat. Oh, there's heat. He switched to heat. Now we've switched to APCR as well. If they're going to be shooting with premium rounds, I'm going to be shooting them with premium rounds. And this is just going to be the fight. This is something this tank can do. Like, if I was a Panzer 7, it could also do what I'm doing here, which is side scrape this corner. But the Panzer 7 isn't going to be killing tanks as quickly as my FE215B is going to be doing. So, that's always a plus. Something that this tank has that the Panzer 7 also has is the fighting compartment under the turret. Both of those are pennable. However, when I get hit there, I don't lose my ammo rack like the Panzer 7 does, so that's always helpful as well. And the Panzer 7's taller and a little bit more awkward as well. Doesn't quite have the gun depression. And oh, that shell goes into the back of his tank. If we had AP loaded, maybe we would have penned with normalization. I don't know. But we'll aim this one a little bit better, or he could just do that, and we'll put it in. We've been rolling high as we put 4 shells in. I've done 1741 so far, and just so you know, oh, there's another high roll. We've done 2,172 damage. We should be at 2,000 damage, but we're rolling incredibly high. We're going to put another shell in this guy. 413, another high roll, and we only have 4 premium shells left. We should probably, you know, not be wasting them, but I want to kill this guy now. Straight into his lower plate, we bounce off. That's just the awkward angle of the E5. That's how you want to play the E5, is forwards and backwards. Forwards and backwards is how you want to angle it, and that's going to work for you. And unfortunately, he doesn't do that time. We finish him off. We've got a tank behind us as well. We are paying attention. This is why we use the compass map. I know he's there. Premium round. There we go. That's like our first low roll other than the kill shot right there. So, but that's okay. That's okay indeed. Like you really can't complain. We're getting some good RNG this game. APCR we missed. We have no more premium rounds left. So now it's going to be a little bit awkward because that's a hull down Yag Tiger and an E5. And so can our standard rounds, we don't quite hit flush because of that. We bounce off. He moved forward just a couple inches, and because of that, we're unable to penetrate him. But lower plate, that's not going to go in, is it? No, it's not, of course not. Not angled like that. He's in such a strong position. That really is, like, our tanks are complete opposite. His tank can go around with the front. My tank cannot. And now we've got a tank behind us. What are you? T-5041, I've got Hesh loaded, buddy. Unfortunately, so we're just going to put it into his drive wheel, track him, and he gets double tapped. That's some nice assist. Now we're going to go for a pen here. No, he fixes. We're going to track him again. Doop. There we go. And he's tracked. And more assists for me. I'll take that. That's juicy. And here comes the E5, and I still have Hesh loaded. Not to worry, we'll use this to maybe track him. 77 damage. Go back to our AP rounds. And we have another tank behind us. Yag Tiger shooting APCR now, which, I mean, I think he has been doing. Put a shell in. Now we missed. That was a bad play by me. I thought I could have gotten it off. Now we're getting shot from behind. It's a Trinity, and we have somebody there, so hopefully he'll be helping out there. Put a shell in. There we go. Put a shell in the E5. What play was that? Luckily, the E5 just made just as dumb a play as I made. He pokes around, doesn't actually shoot. And, yeah. Now we're going to hopefully put a shell into the side there. No, we're unable to. Is the Yag Tiger going to shoot us? He had just fired. No, he's not. If we finish off this Yag Tiger, if we can get him out of the game, that would be fantastic. Aim a shell. Come on, fly straight. It does. 227 damage. We finish off the Yag Tiger. Now it's just this E5. I'm like, Chris, you ready for this? And he's like, yeah. All right, here I go. We take the hit for Chris because he is a one-shot. I can't quite get my gun down. He rolls a little high on me. I mean, I've been rolling high all day, so now I am a potential one-shot for him. No, he gets... Chris bounces a shot, and oh, we roll high again, and we finish him off. But unfortunately, Chris does die. And that's going to be it for this game. We're not going to find any shots on this guy or the light tank, and we're going to drive around for a little bit. Victory! All vehicles, enemy vehicles, destroyed. Fantastic. Not a great game, but it was action-packed. We bounced a ton of shells. It is what it is, but we made some money even though we spammed the premium rounds. Over 4,000 damage done. Chris had a pretty good game as well. If we were in Super Conqueror, if he was in a Super Conqueror, that would have been different because he was behind me, hull down. If he was able to sit there with a Super Conk and I was able to sit where I was with an FE2 and 5B, that would have been a fantastic combo for sure. But moving straight along now, we are in the 4 versus 26 clan. This time, I'm in an IS-4, and we'll hopefully be pulling off a good game here, a victory here. We're going, of course, for the doubles as we go for the Hardcase. That's the plan. And, of course, now we have the Turtle Mark 1, or what do they call it? The Silverback Mark 1 that a bunch of people are going to be grinding for. And that's another good reason to get your doubles off of things. And this weekend, there's going to be ×3 event. Will I be playing this weekend? I might. I probably should. It'd probably be a good idea. But where am I going to take my IS-4? I was thinking, do I go town? Nah, I'm not going to go town. I'm just going to go straight up the middle. There's no artillery again. Where the heck is all the artillery? I don't know. But you know what's funny? Here's what's funny. You're going to notice that these games that we play well, and I show off to you, has no artillery. Why? Because artillery kills the game. Artillery literally makes it so that you are not allowed to have a good game. People who play aggressive, people who play smart, people who play to win the game get punished by artillery. It's the sad truth. And yeah, it's unfortunate. And this game does not have artillery. But it does have a Stridsvagn and a Death Star. Hello, Stridsvagn. Look at this gun handling. Oh, it's so bad. If I were to change one thing on this tank, it would be the gun handling. Absolutely. I'd make it on par with at least the IS-7, which has a bigger gun, by the way. But there's a Death Star back there as well. Can we put a shell on this guy? No, we can't really. No. Oh, hello there. ISM. I'm not really afraid of an ISM. And this is really awkward with our gun depression because it's not very good gun depression. But hello there. Put a shell into you. Hopefully he's not shooting premium rounds. Oh, he is. Sizzle, sizzle. Bounce off my turret, buddy. Hello, Chieftain. You're going to try to put a shell into me too? Oh, no. Hello. There we go. Put it into his tracks. And another heat shell from the T95 E6. A Death Star misses us, by the way. That was a missed shot. He splashed underneath our tank for 779 damage. Then we take another hit there. Somebody bounces off of us and left with 2,000 damage blocked. Now this Stridsvagn is going to be putting shells into us. That's not something you really want shooting you. Hello, side turret. Never mind. And there's another shell from the Stridsvagn. And the Death Star is going to be loaded soon. And we're like, oh boy, this is not going well for us. Chris takes 1,500 damage from the Death Star. Golly. Oof. That's pre-nerfed, by the way. That's pre-nerfed, so it won't hit that hard anymore. It can still hit that hard, but it probably won't. Oh, T95. Oh, he weaves it in, he puts it into us, and here comes our medium tank. The 50B. This 50B played really silly, but he kept getting away with it. It was so funny just watching the way he played this game. And he just kept, I'm just going to do this. And then it's like nobody expected him. He's losing all his health right now to everyone. There we go. He's taken 5 hits now, and so he's probably a one-shot. And now, just pay attention to what he does the rest of the game. It's pretty hilarious. Pretty hilarious indeed. But we've not done much. We've done 822 damage, 400 assist. 50B is a one-shot. Well, shoot. Oh, here comes 277. 277. Come on. Chieftain. I'm afraid. Ah, no. Gone. Alright, I'll use it on you then. Boop. There we go. 384 damage. We're rolling lower with this gun than we were with the FE2 and 5B. Our 122 is rolling lower than the 120. Alright, and look at this guy. He pokes out. Now he is truly a one-shot. 500 health left. He kills off the T95 E6. That's good. That guy's got some decent DPM, over 2,900 base, which is really good on console considering everything gets nerfed. I mean, it's nerfed by 100, but still. And here comes this guy, pokes out in front of the ISM. The ISM misses, and he finishes off the ISM. So there's another kill for this 50B. It's truly hilarious. The plays he makes this game, and he gets away with. It's like, wow. sometimes maybe I need to try to just be bold. Oh, there, he's on fire. And we miss. And that's unfortunate. Oh, well. Hello, Stritvong, how about you? Come on, gun. Come on. Oh, we miss again. It's unfortunate, really, because those are the two tanks I'm afraid of. This Chieftain, I'm not very afraid of. Nor am I afraid of this 277. I'm pretty sure we can take them both. It's just that Death Star and that Stritvong. There's a Stritvong. He's back. Nope, it's the Death Star. Somebody finish him? No. FE2, not FE205B. The, what is it? Oh, hello, come on, hit him this time. There we go, the 50B. 50B misses, but then he fires a shell at the Stritvong. Did he hit him or did he miss? There we go, now he's hitting him. And Chris is like, I'm going! Oh, that's Egg. Egg is like, I'm going! He dies. Like, don't worry, I'm coming. I was just a little bit slow. I think he wasn't expecting them to hit him at this, you know, so remarkably. He just YOLO'd in, and they both tapped him. I think he was hoping one of them would miss, but they didn't. And he died. So, yeah. But we're up to 2,600 damage, 3,600 damage block. Death Star's there. He pulls back. Oh, maybe now it's time to go. Like, if I go, will you follow, Chris? I'm sure you will. Was that Gainful? No, it's Chris. Come on. It's just this Death Star. He's the one I'm scared of. Because he can splash me and kill me. So it's like, ugh, I'm willing to take hits from these two heavies because I think I can do it. Oh, hello there. Oh, we missed the shell there. We miss it. He bounces a heat shell off of us again. It's okay. He kind of needs it, but he gets finished off by Chris. He decided to sit there anyway and continue to unload, I think, or something. I don't know, but he just sat there and he dies. Now they both fired. Now it's time to go. And one of them gets finished off. Hello there. Make sure I take the hit. There we go. Put the shell in the tracks. Take off his tracks. Now I'm going to ram into his tracks. There we go. We are one shot for him now, but I'm not too worried. At this range, there's no possible way he can get his gun down on us. And we're going to put a shell on his side. I couldn't quite get my gun down. I should have waited a split second longer because of that. Oh, that was a heat shell, by the way. You see the smoke coming off my tank? That's another premium shell. That's what I love about this tank, is it doesn't give a care. You're going to be shooting me with premium rounds? Well, then I'm going to be angling. Or I'm going to be giving you my turret. Or I'm going to be side scraping. It does not care. This tank just laughs at your premium rounds. Of course, its upper plate doesn't. That's the one downside, but everywhere else can take it. And that's what I truly love about this tank, is its ability to just take the premium rounds. Because Wargaming releases a statistic, 18% of shells fired at tier 10 are premium rounds. Hello there, sir. Can't quite get my gun down, but that's okay. He has to turn. We finish him off. He goes down. You have a Stritvong on the right. Not too worried about him. I guess I kind of am as I take a peek at him. Now he's driving on. Let's go shoot this Panzerkampfwagen as he is fighting Gainful Thrower in his 430. Just his 430. That's what it is. It's not a 430U, not a 432. It's the OG 430. We're going to hopefully be putting a shell into him. Try to weave it past. Yes, we can. We put it in, and we finish him off as well. Picking up our third kill in the IS-4 for this game. Blocking 4,500 damage. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know what the Chieftain was firing, but other than the Chieftain, every shell that hit my tank was a premium shell. And other than maybe the Stritvong, I don't know what he was firing, but he breezed through us. Almost 7,000, yeah, 7,000 combined damage apparently is an ace tanker in this thing. But we do get the steel wall as well, so that probably helped a little bit. And of course, 3 kills, good stuff. Over 1,500 base experience, of course, as well. It goes towards our ace tanker. But now we have one more game, the 113. What's interesting is I think this is the biggest game we had of the night, 5 versus 25. But for some reason, this is the one I remember the least of. Or least about. Who cares? As you can see, this is the kind of matchmaking I absolutely despise. Full tier 8, other than a platoon of tier 10s on each team. So now it comes down to which platoon is going to play better. They also have a couple extra 10s, but hey, it is what it is. But it's really about the platoons, and if let's pretend you are a tier 8 in this game. You are relying so much on your tier 10s to hopefully actually be decent at the game and win the game for you, right? That's what you're hoping for. Which of course is what I'm sure our 8s are hoping for as well. And yet again, there is no artillery. This game, this good game, is brought to you by the No Artillery Guild. Okay, it looks like we do have some 9s on our team to make up for the fact that they have some extra 10s, or an extra 10. So that's okay. But we're going to be playing aggressive. I thought about going left in my 113. Do I still? Or do I go right? Yeah, I'm going to go left. I really don't remember. This is crazy. Which is interesting because this is the newest game too. But I think this was the last game of the night as well. I'm just like, this was a good game. I think I'll end here. And I truly like the 113. So the tanks I really like in this game I really like the 113, and I really like the 112. Now, I turn sideways to get my gun down because you have 7 degrees over the side, and because of that, they are able to hit me. The issue with this tank, even though the turret is really good and it is a low profile, the gun is so low on the turret that it's very hard to go hull down in this tank. And so, right there, getting my gun down, even just a little bit of my hull is showing, they're able to shoot it, and they are able to penetrate me there. And that's an issue I have with this tank, unfortunately. I mean, that doesn't make it bad. Rest in peace, Grotty Knight, as he gets tracked twice in front of the entire enemy team. Nothing you can do there, really. Hello there, except take 2 repair kits. 510 roll. Ooh, that's good. But yeah, because the turret is so low on this tank, or the gun is so low on this tank, it can be fairly difficult to go hold down. It truly can. But their machine is dead, and our grill is dead. So it's a decent trade, I guess. Unfortunately, I didn't want to lose any of my pals, but we've lost one already. So that's a bit of a shame. And this is how many people are here. Hello there. Let me just shoot you in the upper plate or lower plate. I don't know where I hit him, but it doesn't matter. His upper plate's about 230 effective, so we can go through that. His lower plate's about 210 to 220 effective, so it doesn't really matter where we hit him. And now we've got... Oh, hello there. You missed. Are you shooting at somebody else? And we missed him as well, unfortunately. But now we get to feast on the stockade. Hey, buddy, old pal. Just let me shoot you. And boop, there we go. 455. I like this gun. I truly do. But you don't see this tank much anymore because the 5A exists. And the 5A really is better. It is. Without being, you know, biased, the 5A is better. I think this tank is a little bit more fun for me. I enjoy it. I like the shaping of the hull and how long it is. It's just fun. I like the gun, even though probably the 5A's gun is a little bit more consistent, even though it's got a bigger gun, as crazy as that is. But I just like the 113. Like, I would like the 121 as well, the medium tank. And so this is pretty much just that tank, except longer and a little bit more hull armor. So that's why I really do like this tank. I do. Now we've got this guy. We've got that. What is that? I can never remember what those SU-130 PMs are called. In their skinned variant. It doesn't matter. Oh, the miss! Not sure where that missed, but he misses. And we're going to be parking up behind this guy now. It looks like he is now reloading. He had 1 shell. He decided to go into this battle with 1 shell. I mean, we charged him, but he was still just sitting there. You probably should have reloaded. If you only have 1 shell, it's kind of worth to do. I've decided, he said he's going to finish off the 57 heavy, so I decided to kill this guy. We fire it straight into his side, and we're unable to kill him. Now we have a Pantera shooting us in the side. If it hits the fuel tank, we fix the fuel tanks. Now we roll low, finally. Because of that, we're unable to kill the stockade. Hopefully he'll get finished off. He gets finished off by Chris. So our previous shot was pretty much redundant. Now we have a KV-4. Look away, kids. No, we're not going to bully the KV-4. We're going to bounce off him repeatedly. Over and over and over and over and over and over again. If you don't want to see that, you may want to look away now. But as you can see, they've got a TVP in the back. Their heavies, their super heavies are up here in the front. Their super conquerors did play well. They just unfortunately didn't fight us. We take a hit from the KV-4 and we bounce another one off of him. And so the super conquerors really, they weren't fighting us, and so that is why they're kind of losing this game, which is fine. We weren't fighting them either, but we were killing their team faster as we took a more direct route to the enemy. And this Pantera is proving to be a pain, as he puts a couple more shells into me. But I've only got 3 more standard shells left. I'm reusing them on this KV-4. Can I finally pen him? Yes, I can. 453 damage done. 2 shots into his turret, unable to pen. Then we shot one to his side, angled, but he wasn't quite over-angled. But now he is. But it goes into his turret anyway. For 528 damage. 1 more standard shell left, and then we're onto our heat, which will absolutely blow through this KV-4. But we may not need that anyway, because we might be able to kill him here. And boop, yes we are. Hello, Pantera. I'm not going to let him clip me. We're going to pull back and wait for him to move on. Once he moves on, we'll go after these conquerors, these super conquerors, up to 4,800 damage and 3,900 damage blocked. That's truly not bad, but we were fighting a lot of 8s, of course. The stockade emptied his magazine into us and did nothing. Then we had the Pantera bounce off of us a few times. The KV-4 bounced off of us. What else bounced off of us? I don't know. We somehow have 3,900 damage blocked. Don't know where it came from, but that's okay. Hello, Super Conqueror. Let's see if he notices us. We're going to put a shell into his side. Tracks. There we go. Take off his tracks with our heat shell. People keep telling me, they're like, Clone, stop shooting tracks with heat. It's not going to go through. That's not true at all. He is not weak against spaced armor. It's weak against angled spaced armor. So like his upper plate might be a bit of an issue for us. Like that, we go to his upper plate, and oh boy, now I'm going to take a hit from him, aren't I? No, we're not. I thought we were going to kill him. The shell doesn't go where we wanted it to. Sends us there. Now we're going to kill him off. There we go. Now he goes down. There we go. 5,800 damage done. And 3,900 damage blocked still. Can we get any more damage blocked? Can we maybe hit 6,000 damage? We're going to be shooting this guy with heat. But you know what? He's shooting me with premium rounds, so I'm going to shoot him with premium rounds. How's that feel, buddy? Well, it's all I've got left anyway. I'm not going to shoot him with HE. That'll be a risk. So the heat will have to do. We come around this corner. Hello there. And he bounces off of us, so we bring our total of block damage over 4,000 and our total raw damage over 6,000. Can we finish him off here? 448, a nice bit of a high roll. We probably should have aimed that, because if we hit him in the gun, we would have bounced off, because it is heat, but it is what it is. 6,700 damage, 4,000 damage blocked. I love heavy tanks. I love blocking damage. I love just trolling people. 113 is another good example of a tank that just doesn't care about premium rounds. It's the upper plate is not very good. It'll get penned by the premium, but everywhere else is pretty good. But there's a first class, 6,700 damage done. 4 kills, steel wall. I'll take that. I'll take that indeed. Well, that's the video. I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, slap that like button. Comment, subscribe. You know, do you like these longer videos? Let me know in the comments below. And let me know what you think about heavy tanks. And I'll be seeing you guys all later. Make sure you go check out SpaceBANDIT's YouTube. Links in the description below. Take care, everyone.